But there's some actually good points in this one. So Travis, roll the next Cardi B clip.
When it comes to BBLs, if y'all want advice from me, I'll tell y'all this, right? Before you get your BBL done, juice for 2 months. And I'm not talking about like juice, like just do that. Like you literally have to make sure your blood levels are right. If a doctor say your blood levels is too low or you have diabetes or whatever the fuck, don't do it, bitch. You're gonna have to live with your flat or your fat ass. It don't matter, bitch. Like, don't ever risk it. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever risk it. But I always recommend for y'all to drink beet juice, carrot juice, coconut water before you do surgery. You have to be extremely fucking healthy. Like, bitch, if your heart is beating a little bit too fast or too slow, bitch, you better not get on that fucking table.
In 1 minute.
That's one. Second, do your research, because a lot of these doctors be editing their pictures. When somebody asks me, because the doctor that's good for me it might not be good for you, because we have different body shapes. So I always recommend them to surgeon made. Make sure you get a surgeon consultant. Because, baby, when you go to these surgeons could finesse you, especially if you going to motherfucking DR or Colombia, bitch. Oh my God, you fencing for yourself. So I recommend to go to a surgeon consultant and go to the right surgeon, because after you get surgery, it's just a lot of maintenance. Like, a lot. Like, you might get fibrosis. That shit look fucking crazy on your fucking stomach. You might not like your results. You start getting depressed a little bit. It's a lot. Like, bitch, it's a fucking lot.
So she may have said it a little bit more colorful than I would have, but she has some very, very good points in there. So first thing
she's being very truthful.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
And like, you know, I mean, she's like, you know, telling her story. So like, I was honestly like, you know, I applaud her for
real,
for being real about like what she's had done and like her experience. And, you know, I mean, there's actually a lot to learn. So you know, the first thing is like she was saying about being in good health before having surgery. I mean, you know, drinking juice is all about making sure your vitamins are good. And so, I mean, I don't, you know, make my patients juice, but like, you know, I do go over their medical history and make sure that they're healthy enough to have surgery. And she's absolutely right. Like, don't go do these things if like you're not in good shape. Like if you're diabetic and your blood sugars are out of whack, or maybe your blood pressure is high, don't do it. I mean, it just puts extra risk on. The next thing she was talking about is do your research on your surgeon. Very, very smart thing to say. You know, it was kind of hard to follow what exactly she meant, but when she said surgeon consultant, she meant, remember like we talked about the plastic surgery mills where people do like an online consult and they show up and get surgery? That's what she's talking about. Or like going to like the DR, Dominican Republic or Colombia, like foreign, you know, surgery where like you tell them online what you want to have done and they'll say, okay, come on in here and we're going to do your surgery. Like she hit the nail on the head. It's really bad to do that. You need a full-on consult. Find somebody that's going to take care of the things that you want to take care of, formulate a plan, and then do that plan. And so, you know, I may not have said it exactly the way she said it, but she's absolutely right. Like those things are really, really good advice. And so I thank you, Cardi B. That's good. And so